Today I'm going to show you how to make a perfect grip for your puppet. Welcome back, Osborne Creative Studios fans. Matthew Osborne here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a grip for your puppet. Now keep in mind, some puppets specifically don't have to have a grip, unless the reason why grips are required in case you have like a bigger puppet and it can be hard to manipulate. And if you hold the mouth plate in some awkward position and your hand's not comfortable with it, which is not the best strategy. That's why grips are better, because the bigger the puppet head is, a grip would be easier, and it will be easier to manipulate. So here are all the supplies you're going to need. Your puppet head, I'm actually using my main tutorial series head that I made on my main tutorial series. Feel free to check that out if you want to see how to make puppet heads like that. Some polyfoam for the stuffing. Some fabric, any soft material will do just fine. You can use jersey, velvet, or fleece, or whatever type of material you want. And some 1-inch thickness. But you can also use 1/2-inch thickness too. That's all the supplies. Let's get started. First step is I'm just going to trace the circumference out of the circumference of the foam. If you're following along with me, you should draw around the puppet head. Draw the notches so that you don't get them mixed up. And get them inward so that you don't forget. Next, we're just going to draw the inner thickness. Just like this. You can use like a little tool if you want. I'm just going to mirror it for today. And just draw an arrow. Point where the front is so that way I don't forget. And I'm just going to cut this out. Scissors or a razor blade. Today I'm just going to use the razor blade because it's so thick. Next is we're going to lay out some fabric. And I'm going to use some spray adhesive to really get a good connection. Spray the fabric and along the back side too. Let that sit and get tacky. Let that sit and get tacky. Let that sit and get tacky. Like that. And then press it down very firmly. Edges. Let that sit for another minute. Now, just carefully wrap it up, almost like a Hershey Kiss is wrapped. Now you could save this extra as foam stuffing, or you could trim it off. Today I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Next, what we're going to do is take some contact cement and then put some glue all around the inside of the head. Head here. And then, instead of waiting for this to get tacky, I am going to do like a bit of a wet fit. Because if you wait for it to get tacky, then if you have it in the wrong way, then it would not be fun. Now I am going to cut a little slit in. Make sure that it's in there good. Oh yeah, it's much easier to perform. Next, what we're going to do is stuff the head with some fiber fill. For like extra stuffing, so that way the head's not too soft. So that way your puppet head's not too soft. And then close up the seam. And then wait for that to get tacky for just a minute. Alright, it's tacky enough. Now what I'm just going to do is pinch that seam close. Sometimes if you're not patient, you can use a heat gun to speed the drying process up. And then you're done. And that's a good looking little grip. Sometimes if you can see that, so sometimes you can not worry about it, as long as you glue it up, then it's fine. Like, this head would be covered in fabric anyway. Anyway, the last thing I want to show off before we end the video is a thumb grip. You can measure the thickness of your thumb. Use that for and cut it out. Then glue it down. For today I'm just going to use super. For today I'm just going to use Gorilla Super Glue because it's handy. Line up. Sometimes you may have to cut it down an inch or so in case you have like a foam jaw. like a perfect little thumb grip. Thumb grip. And that's the basics of a grip for your grips for your puppet. Now if you do use this method, be sure to tag me on social media. I would love to see it. That's all for now. See you next time.